Hello, Gorringes are on sale yet again, this time for a sale on the 25th of July. And that sale's not a huge sale, but you see some of the unsold lots re-offered from the summer fine sale, so that sort of adds a bit of meat to the bone. And then, as always, there's some other interesting things that have drifted in through the doors, as always. So what can I talk to you about today? Running backwards, talking of re-offers, I was surprised this didn't sell in the main sale. It is a re-offer, but it was in at 600 and now it's down to 400, lot 1268. Stevens and Williams Cameo glass, so they're overlaying the blue with this opaque white glass, and then they're cutting it away, engraving or acid etching it away to leave this rather lovely
it's beautiful
botanical plant, pulsantilla or something like that. So that's a nice thing. That's a quality item, as they say. Plenty of other quality items in the sale, of course. Lots of good art. What caught my eye in particular, lot 1668. Look at this fellow.
Yes.
I mean, when you look at portraits, what do we look at when we look at portraits? We look at sort of quality and character and whether it looks like a real person or whether they're a bit more sort of stiff and wooden and formulaic. So we're looking, I think this chap's got great character. It's an oil-on board or mill board, which is kind of a prepared artist board. We've got what we call bituminous bubbling.
Oh, yes.
So the dark material used in the paint has sort of separated and bubbled and gone all blobby, which one sees in 18th and 19th century paintings. I think it was just the material used, didn't last well over the years. He's a bit grubby, he's in his original frame, and on the back we've got the artist, by the looks of things, R. Morrison. We've got an extract about the death of Major Beauclerk, and this is Major Beauclerk, not in uniform. And then we've got a date 1850, and we've got some other labels and further information. So that's rather nice, isn't it? You've got a lovely thing there, lot 1668. Then another portrait for you, 1672. This caught my eye. The frame is coming apart. It's a tatty old gesso frame. But here we are, another portrait. What's popular about this? Well, perhaps it's not the best portrayal. It's not bad. He looks like a sort of real person, but the quality is just down. It's still pretty good. Lovely uniform though, which is what buyers like, and often working at clues in the, particularly around this collar, I would think one can work out which regiment. Apparently unsigned, very grubby and dirty, painted onto a nice quality panel. Here's the Charles Robinson Company panel maker. We've got a little tatty label here saying Wallace, W-A-L-L-A-C-E, possibly a bit more above it, suggesting that one might be able to identify the sitter. So, estimate 40 to 60, don't know where that came from. Yes, it's got a few, little few lines here, but to my eye, that's at a zero, 4 to 600. There's my guess for this sale. What else can I show you? Well, drifting past 1252 caught my eye. Not everybody's cup of tea, but these are nice little early Popu baskets in, I guess, a kind of fancy pearlware or creamware, and they look to be in good condition. You'd almost look for the Wedgwood mark, but I think the quality is slightly under that of Wedgwood. But nice little things. 1252, bit different. We like to show you something different. 1251 is a dog bronze who arguably could be a car mascot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And he's a bit fancy for a car mascot, but we've got a signature here. We didn't research this beforehand, so you'll have to look up the cataloguing and see what it says. But that's nicely executed, nicely done, and it doesn't fall over, which is always good. So that's 1251. They're two little tasters for you. Drifting around the room. Did I go down there? Don't think I did. Oh yes, I did. 1676. Going to do more pictures for you. Again, I've been away on holiday, so I wasn't around for the cataloguing of this sale, and this caught my eye. It's catalogued as early 19th century Circle of Looney, being Thomas Looney, and yeah, fair attribution, I suppose. It's certainly of that period. Looney often signs just L-U-N-Y and quite often buries it somewhere, so it might be lurking in this darkness that will benefit from a clean. It's an oil on canvas. It looks to be in untouched condition. And then we always look at the back, don't we? Nice, honest, original back. No clues on there, but that's a nice thing. Estimate 150 to 250 again. I think that's a come get me estimate. I think 3 to 500. wouldn't be out of the way for a nice early thing with an interesting action going on that maybe you could research where it came from. Probably not, you never know. 1676. Otherwise, as you can see, a host of other things. Lots of these signs that we've been seeing over the few months. I mean, they're pretty well all reproductions, and I think we're saying that now because some people were confused by them because they're artfully aged, but they're not old. They are modern things, and so, but they represent signs that would be several £100s or more if original, and I think these are being offered at sort of low hundreds. So if it's the right sign for the right person, perhaps it's worth the money to them. We're just going to drift around the corner, have a look in the photographer's box where I've got a little theme going on for you. Booze, funnily enough. So what have I picked out here? 1372. First cask aged whiskey from 1993. Hand inscribed and numbered label. Single cask bottling. So it's not actually saying which distillery this has come from as far as I can see. Oh yes, it is down the bottom here, Royal Brackler. So there's the cue. Whiskey, very collectible these days. People are faking it. So I mean, this is just in at 50 to 70, so I don't think anyone's faked this one, and the label's a bit rubbed, but people do fake the Macallans and things like that, so one has to keep an eye out. But I think that's fine. 1372, 50 to 70 pound. Maybe you'd want to taste your whiskey in this silver taste vin or wine taster. Not old, it's a modern one by Cooper and Sons, 1973, nicely hallmarked up, good clean condition, estimate 50 to 70, no money, a lot 1810. Nice thing for a wino, a wine fan. 1457, equally so for a lover of wine. This rather lovely corkscrew. It's the Thompson type, which is typically this barrel, this method of withdrawing the cork. It's got a bone handle, so we don't have to worry about the ivory issues. The brush is good. It's lifting a little there on the label. One could probably work out exactly which maker it was from that label. We've got a unicorn and a rather funny looking, is it a lion or a man? It's more of a face, isn't it? So I think we could work out who'd made that. The helix is a little out of shape.
Well used.
Yeah, well used, well loved. Only 100, 150, so quite a nice little thing to have. And then finally, 1816, little grander. These are rather lovely. George III silver wine coasters, bright cut engraving, hallmarked. Roger said the marks are a bit rubbed, but they're 1787. The wooden bases could do with a bit of a wax up, but essentially
nice,
they're pretty good order. They are nice, aren't they? Lovely things. But £300 to £500 again. If you like your wines and you want to have a bit of fun collecting wine-related antiques, those would not be a bad thing to stick in your collection. So there we go. Otherwise, as always, all sorts of other things. Magic lantern slides with scientific specimens in, botanical specimens in fact. They're sort of slides.
Caribbean.
Yes, well it says and Caribbean. I don't know how much Caribbean there really is. They're mostly
Botanical and
showing
agricultural, let's say.
fruits and yeah, it's a sort of, it's definitely for sort of botanical reference purposes.
I see, yeah.
You've got 2 boxes of slides in there. Lot 1427. Modest money, 81.20. There's other things. There's Leica cameras. There's postcards. There's fancy photograph frames. As ever, it's all here. So come along and have a look. The warehouse has got furniture and garden stuff in it, as always. And we'd love to see you here. Thank you very much.